more freedom and improved processes for every employee. This is the result after 2 years of working Agile at Moving Image. And we've achieved a lot. We are expanding on an international scale. In addition to a host of other countries, our video manager is now being distributed in Japan. But we are also growing in our Berlin headquarters. Our portfolio continues to grow, and with it, the complexity of tasks in respective teams also increases. So how do we make sure we don't lose sight of the big picture? How do we distribute project requirements fairly in our teams? And how do we avoid gaps in communication? The answer lies in our Moving Image Agile Framework, or MIA Framework for short. It's a lean system where individuals are more important than rigid procedures and rules. Our teams are continually improving their individual Agile processes. While our developers prefer Scrum, teams like marketing use selected tools from the Agile Kit. Our Agile coaches help them find the right ones. In general, the roles in our teams consist of product owner, the development team, the Scrum Master, or Agile coach. Teams prepare tasks for the upcoming sprint in a backlog refinement meeting, where they discuss and prioritize stories in the product backlog. The complexity or difficulty of the story is estimated in a process called planning poker. There is a dialogue between team members until a common understanding of the upcoming tasks is reached. Let's start the sprint. At the beginning of each sprint, there is a company planning. All of the teams plan which stories to take into the current sprint and then split them up into tasks. The result is a sprint backlog. Often several teams will work together on a project, which requires Scrum to be scaled up. To this end, we've implemented additional boards, displaying common tasks and dependencies between teams. These tasks are then coordinated between the teams during the sprint. And several teams can work together on one product at once. As new customer requirements come in, they are formulated as stories and placed in the backlog by the product owner. Which teams take part in implementation? The product owners assess the skills and resources in their team and pull stories into their product backlog or pass on them until each story lands with the right team. This process prevents tasks from being blindly delegated or dumped on a team. To ensure optimal collaboration, our entire company works parallel in the same 2-week sprint cycle. During the sprint, teams decide independently how to implement their tasks. If needed, team members can support a different team for one or more sprints. The pull principle also works on a personnel level. Should a moving employee need the expertise of business or IT administration, these service teams are always happy to lend a helping hand. They provide the foundations for all our other workflows. This also includes the Agile team, which can be contacted to organize workshops or facilitate communication. This way, we ensure the best project outcome that can be delivered to our customers. Our experience has proven that the more say we have in our own work, the more motivated and creative we are. This team empowerment is the keystone of high-performance teams. Agility is our mindset and enables us to not only be more productive, but to also be transparent. With the help of various steps, we have created an environment where everyone is on equal footing. But how does it actually work? The key components of our Agile framework are the joint reviews and the review days. At these company events, the fruits of our labor are presented, shared, and celebrated with everyone. And then there are more intimate spaces like our team sprint retrospectives. They make it possible to look back at the previous sprint and underline successes, motivate each other, and if necessary, to resolve any conflicts. This leads to solidarity and trust. Our new leadership structure ensures that the workflow is always improved on. Leadership is responsible for personnel and strategic decisions. They inform the teams about the latest company strategies, while also making sure that the teams are able to implement their topics and stories on their own. With a rough plan in front of them, the teams can decide how they would like to implement this strategy. Rigid micromanagement is a no-go here. To exchange know-how between teams, we bring employees together in so-called communities of practice. During our hack days, our colleagues can test their skills in completely new work areas. In one day, and often in completely new groups, innovative projects are born. This is a platform where creativity can truly bloom. Our brown bag sessions are another opportunity to break the daily routine. In a cozy picnic atmosphere, employees can present their favorite topics. Current issues, tips, or an eccentric hobby? We love to share our experience. These chats help us to share different points of view and solidify trust. Maintaining and developing our Agile value system within a growing company takes perseverance, but it's worthwhile. Our Agile framework and our company culture are the keys to effective, satisfied, and successful teams. Interested in working Agile? Just start your own sprint.